We lived in incredibly anomalous lifestyles, you recognize. My husband is an artist, a sculptor. Meryl Streep, the queen of Hollywood, has captivated audiences for decades, together with her skills, grace, and apparently best personal existence. But at the back of closed doorways, a shocking occasion shattered her marriage in an immediately after. After decades together, something so sudden, so devastating occurred that Meryl had no preference but to walk away. What could have precipitated the legendary actress to end all of it so abruptly? The fact at the back of her surprising divorce will leave you truly shocked. Stay tuned because this story is far more stunning than all and sundry imagined. Meryl Streep and Don Gummer, the love story that took an unexpected flip. Meryl Streep and Don Gummer's dating become a rarity in Hollywood. A love story that withstood the check of time, shielded from the ever-watchful eyes of the public. Despite the titanic scrutiny that regularly comes with reputation, they control to cultivate a bond built on mutual understanding, and an unshakable basis. Meryl, an icon in the film industry, and Don, a relatively seamed sculptor, balanced their worlds with fantastic ease, in no way allowing their respective careers to overshadow their connection. Unlike many superstar couples who warfare underneath the pressures of the spotlight, they mastered the artwork of preserving their non-public lives, simply that, personal. For over many years, their union appeared to be an image of tolerating love in an enterprise notorious for fleeting relationships. Their mystery? A shared commitment to keeping their sense of normalcy. Meryl and Don selected to live life far away from the relentless glare of Hollywood, opting for quiet moments together as opposed to extravagant displays. Theirs became a partnership that thrived in the absence of public drama, making them one of the rare few inside the Enjoyment International to acquire such sturdiness without consistent hypothesis. Navigating lifestyles collectively was now not without its demanding situation. Raising 4 kids at the same time as pursuing traumatic careers required unwavering dedication and sacrifice. Supposed countless hours on film units, award ceremonies, and promotional tours. Yet, even as she earned severe Academy Awards and accolades, she in no way allowed success to define her marriage. She frequently spoke approximately how love and family have been her authentic anchors, emphasizing that beyond the glitz and glamour, it changed into Dawn and their youngsters who saved her grounded. While Meryl took center level in Hollywood, Don quietly built his legacy inside the global of artwork. His sculptures graced prestigious galleries and public spaces, a testimony to his plain skills. But unlike many in the entertainment enterprise, he never sought the limelight. His discretion, most effective, delivered to the strength of their relationship, permitting them to create a sanctuary far away from the chaos of fame. Their capability to admire each different's individuality while final deeply linked become what set them aside from so many others in their role. Through existence's inevitable highs and lows, Meryl and Don's bond remained seemingly unshaken. Whether celebrating milestones or dealing with personal struggles, they did so collectively, far away from the prying eyes of the media. Their love tale, marked by means of devotion rather than grand gestures, served as a quiet, however powerful reminder that authentic love does no longer need to be flaunted to be actual. In 2019, they reached an exquisite milestone: 40 years of marriage. In a world where superstar unions frequently fall apart within the face of external pressures, their longevity became not anything quick of high quality. They had cultivated an extraordinary sort of privacy, a protective barrier that allowed them to experience the joys and tribulations of marriage without the burden of public expectancies. However, even the strongest of foundations can be shaken. Despite their reputedly unbreakable bond, whispers of exchange commenced to emerge, hinting at a shift nobody saw coming. And then, without caution, everything took a turn. Quite a separation. What could have probably caused this unexpected selection after a long time of unwavering devotion? Stay tuned as we uncover the shocking fact at the back of Meryl Streep and Don Gummer's quiet parting, and the hidden information that modified the whole lot, the silent separation no one saw coming. For years, the sector believed Meryl Streep and Don Gummer had one in all Hollywood's maximum enduring marriages, strong, personal, and untouched by using the turbulence that frequently comes with fame. But even as their public photograph remained unchanged, something was transferring backstage. Their courting had been quietly evolving, and unbeknownst to many, their separation were in movement lengthy earlier than the world discovered out. Unlike the dramatic and messy breakups that often dominate the headlines, Meryl and Don chose a specific course, a slow, quiet drifting aside, handled with grace and admire. Their split wasn't the end result of an unexpected argument or a scandalous revelation. Instead, it changed into a sluggish trade, an unspoken know-how that their bond, though sturdy, had converted into something distinct. They had built a lifestyles collectively, raised a own family, and supported each other's careers. But through the years, they grew aside in a manner that neither of them could ignore. Rather than pressure a public spectacle or allow out-of-doors pressures to dictate their picks, they kept their choice to split deeply private, away from the relentless eyes of the media. Despite not being romantically worried, Meryl and Don maintained a deep appreciation for each other. Their history, their shared stories, and the life that they had built collectively remained big, shaping the manner they navigated this transition. For years, their dating were more about actual connection than public appearances, and when the time got here to part ways, they did so with the same discretion that had described their marriage. One of the most important mysteries surrounding their separation became Meryl's preference to hold sporting her wedding ring long after their breakup. For many, this became a confusing element. Was it a signal that reconciliation turned into at the horizon? Was it a quiet tribute to the lifestyles that they had constructed collectively? Or turned into it actually a deeply personal choice that had nothing to do with public notion? Speculation grew as Meryl persisted to seem at excessive profile occasions, with her wedding ceremony band still in area. In 2023, while she attended the Princess of Asturias Awards in Spain, enthusiasts and the media alike took observe, her ring turned into, nevertheless, on her finger. This best fueled the curiosity surrounding her dating with Don. Had they simply separated, or changed into their extra to the tale than what became being discovered? The hypothesis persisted for months, till subsequently a legit confirmation arrived. Meryl's representative publicly mentioned what were quietly unfolding for years. She and Don had certainly separated. However, the declaration made one thing clean. Despite their decision to go their separate methods, their bond remained robust, built on decades of mutual love and admiration. The timing of this revelation brought another layer of complexity to the story. The statement got here simply weeks after the couple had celebrated what could have been their 45th wedding anniversary, a milestone that under special instances were a moment of pleasure and mirrored image. But behind the curtain, Meryl and Don were already on separate paths, privately marking the give-up in their romantic journey, while the public nonetheless noticed them as a united pair. Their selection to part approaches become not a failure, but an evolution, a popularity that even the longest-enduring relationships alternate with time. They had chosen to handle this transition in the identical manner that they had approached their marriage, with dignity, privateness, and a dedication to staying true to themselves. Unlike the explosive movie star breakups that often make headlines, theirs was a quiet separation, one rooted in mutual expertise as opposed to bitterness. But what sincerely led to this choice? Was it really a case of human beings growing apart? Or was there an unseen force that reshaped their courting with repute and own family? A marriage examined by reputation and time. One of the most fascinating factors of Meryl Streep and Don Gummer's marriage become how they controlled to stability her giant repute with their circle of relatives, lifestyles. Meryl broadly seemed as one of the finest actresses of all time, built a career full of accolades, which includes 3 Academy Awards and countless nominations. Yet, regardless of the needs of her profession, she always made one issue clear: her circle of relatives came first. The task of maintaining a long-lasting dating, even as navigating the relentless pressures of Hollywood, changed into no small feat. In a candid 2002 interview with Vogue, Meryl spoke about the complexities of marriage, humorously declaring that the important thing to achievement turned into goodwill, a willingness to bend and knowing whilst to maintain quiet. She admitted that there has been no perfect guidebook for elevating a own family, even as pursuing an unsevere profession, describing it as an ongoing negotiation in which sacrifices had been inevitable. Meryl regularly stated her deep want to balance each worlds. Acting gave her cause, but her family gave her existence, which means her 4 children, Henry, Mamie, Grace, and Louisa, have been the inspiration of her non-public international, and at the same time as she acknowledged that motherhood became the toughest function she had ever taken on, she never hesitated to embody it. Unlike acting, which brought applause and recognition, elevating youngsters supplied no trophies, no status ovations. Yet, for Meryl, it became some distance greater rewarding than any Hollywood fulfillment.